40 appearance before the deal can be made permanent. What? I've looked at that and I was like, wow. Can Jackson make this 40th appearance for Bayern Munich with the presence of Harry Kane? And then I was like, okay, if that is possible, let's see. In the German Bundesliga, I think they play 38 games, right? Good. And the Champions League, the group stages, I think they will play about 8 matches in the group stages before they qualify for a round of 16. Is that so? If that's so, right? Okay. 38 games in the league. Can Jackson play all 38 games with Harry Kane present? No. Alright. 20 games. Will Jackson be able to play 20 games with Harry Kane present? Probably. Okay, let's assume Jackson is able to play 20 games for Bayern Munich in the league phase. Maybe the other little competitions, Jackson managed to get at least maybe 5 appearances. I think that one he will get a lot of appearance. I think they will need to rest Harry Kane for the Champions League and also the crucial matches in the league stages. So let's just say 20 in the league matches and then 5 appearances in the other smaller competitions for the German side. And maybe the Champions League, I think Harry Kane won't be on bench when they have a crucial match to play. I think Jackson will actually be coming on when Bayern Munich are winning a game in the Champions League, so that maybe Jackson can be a substitute for Harry Kane. So let's just say, okay, if the substitute also count, I think he also mark as the appearance. So I think maybe Jackson might be able to clock about 25 appearance, but I don't see him clocking about 30. Even the 25 appearance is going to be a probability. But my worry is that true? Or is just something, a publicity stunt that Bayern Munich are doing to like gain something from the media, or just a noise that is just coming out from the media? Before the transfer window shut, the initial loan fee was 14 million loan fee with an obligation with a certain clause in the deal if Jackson is able to meet it, which we didn't know until today that it came out that he has to make 40 appearances for the German side. Alright, so before the transfer window closed, I think Chelsea was playing against Fulham their last match, in which Liam Delap got injured, and they quickly wanted to stop the deal from happening, which was Jackson to Bayern Munich. They called the agent telling Jackson to come back to England, and then I think Jackson didn't like the idea and Jackson didn't want to return back, which we saw post that the agent even posted that a plane cannot go back. As they are going, they are just going. They don't have any intention of coming back to Chelsea. And my problem is that you are under contract with Chelsea, right? So they have all the right to call you because you are under contract. They pay you. You are the player. They pay you. So if they call you, they need your services. You have to be obliged. You are a professional baller, and there is a contract that they pay you. They pay your salary. So if you don't want to come back and you want to go to Bayern, and since Bayern also wants you, and they think you have potential, why don't they make the deal permanent? I think that was the issue. That was the whole issue during the transfer window. Bayern always wanted a loan, and Chelsea wanted a permanent deal. So they had to come to an agreement somewhere in the middle, make a compromise to let Jackson go. If there was no obligation, I think Chelsea would have had Jackson back. So I think that was the only thing that Chelsea wanted. So they end up calling McGill from Sunderland, who immediately answered their phone when Chelsea called. I think the boy is a really good player and he can cover for the absence of Delap. Yeah, I think that was the right choice for Chelsea to do, because they have Emeha from Strasbourg, who is coming probably next summer, and Delap won't be out for that long for them to go and buy a striker. I think João Pedro is doing really well, and with the absence of João Pedro, Palma, and then Neto and the Estevao there, with Gil up front, I think he can cover for Delap for the time being. So with the coach Jackson and his agent, the coach that they are doing, I think they don't have any intention of coming back to Chelsea. And my issue with them is that they should pray that the deal becomes permanent. To be honest with you, Chelsea fans, we are so toxic, very toxic. Once we love you and we show you our support, our heart is always with you. But once we lose trust in you and our love for you is gone, man, the reception we are going to give you and the hate we are going to give you, will never understand it. And I think Chelsea Bayern Munich in the Champions League is going to be a hell of a reception for Jackson when they clash in the Champions League. And he better praise that when he's given the opportunity in Bayern Munich, he'll grab it with his two hands. And then make sure that Bayern Munich make the deal permanent. If not, I think I'm not going to see Jackson ever play football for Chelsea again, never. And he will end up going to a team that might not be competing in Europe again when he leaves Bayern Munich and the deal is not permanent. I think Newcastle just made a mistake. I think they should have been going for Jackson, but I don't know. Is it because they don't want to give Chelsea that money to spend or what? Because how can you tell me you went and spent 19 million on Fortmendi of Stuttgart, who doesn't have a Premier League experience, and yet you have a Premier League experienced player who was there for 70 million for traps, but you overlooked him and went for a 19 million unproven Premier League player? Let's just hope he comes in and perform like Isaac did. If not, I think that was a big mistake that they have made, looking at Jackson availability and the Premier League experience. And when he comes, he's going to be the main man for Newcastle for them. So I think the whole thing in the transfer window was just a merry-go-round and some other stuff. So I wish Jackson a good luck, and I wish him a very good season for Bayern, and I hope he will be able to clock his 40 appearance for Bayern Munich so that they can make the deal permanent. If not, Jackson, every pass in Bundesliga, we are waiting. Every missed pass, every missed goal, we are going to be tweeting about you. And we are going to do the hate watch in the first Bayern Munich game that we are going to start. On you, Jackson, and your agent. Just pray the deal is permanent. If not,